Yo, what is going on, everybody? Hope you're doing well. It's another scorcher down here in Fort Lauderdale. Pretty sure it's about 90 already in the morning, and we might even hit 100 with the humidity and all that. Also, hope you're having a great Memorial Day weekend. So let's get into it. We are talking about Gate 16 today, and it is all about versatility and enthusiasm. This energy is going to be with us from May 26th to the 31st. The astrology of this gate is Gemini. In tarot, this is the Page of Wands. The I Ching, this is enthusiasm. And the energy for this week is going to be all about excitement, resourcefulness, enthusiasm, and adaptability, being able to change and being able to adapt. And this is located in the throat, and it reaches down towards the spleen chakra in the human design system. So in essence, the energy that's going to be here this week is going to be a dynamic energy, and it's going to revolve around mastering various skills, identifying the various skills we have, and it's going to encourage us to hone in on our multiple talents and allow us to be more flexible when facing life's challenges. A lot of times we've heard to focus on one thing if you want to make any progress. Yes, that is true, and I in the past have been a real proponent of focus. But something that I've also learned is I do have a whole bunch of different interests, and I'm really meant to just kind of bounce around on my different interests as opposed to cutting them out and thinking I got to make progress in one specific area. So this energy is going to encourage us to develop our talents and be flexible in response to whatever life throws at us. And it's also going to promote us being resourceful, checking out our different resources, whether that may be internal that we need to dig into, or maybe even external that we need to lean on to make this energy work with us this week. And it also is going to promote us to actually apply all of our skills and use them versus having these more hidden talents that we may not be ready to bring out. Yeah, so this week I've definitely been, for this week, I will be looking over my different skills. I've been updating my resume to work on different projects that I have coming up here. And I was really, I don't want to say struggling, but there were just a bunch of things in updating my resume that I just kind of forgot that I did, right? I have skills in AI, I have skills using ChatGPT, doing different integrations, and also worked in AI on my last project. And I just kind of forgot about that work I did with those skills. And it wasn't until yesterday morning when I was clicking through LinkedIn, I was like, you know what? I totally forgot to add a bunch of stuff. And I was kind of stuck with it last week during the week of compensation and figuring out what was going to be my next direction with these projects. And so, yeah, I this week I'm gonna, particularly today after this video, I'm gonna go back home and do some thinking around what other skills, what other assets do I have that I'm not necessarily deploying quite yet. So when I get back, I'll be reflecting and meditating on what are my different skills that I possess and how can I utilize them effectively, and how can I use those different skills in different situations. Can I take the skills that I've gained and apply them to different areas? Can I take the skills I've applied or that I've learned, gathered in engineering? Can I apply them to psychology? Can I take the skills that I've learned in sports and apply them to working on this channel? So we're going to meditate on the skills that we have and how to apply them in different situations. And I'm also going to, and what we should also do is consider ways to balance honing our skills, getting deeper in those things, along with exploring and involving different and new interests. Not getting bogged down in one specific area, because as humans, we love the new stuff. The new stuff keeps things exciting. We're always looking to explore different areas, so it's important to remember that we don't just have to do this in one specific area. There's no rush to have to be a certain level with our skills, and it's okay to do a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and to build your skills over time versus thinking we have to be experts at our skills immediately. So in shadow, some of the things we want to take a look at is we may have a risk of scattering our focus, and that leads to overwhelm and a sense of lack of mastery. And also, to help enlighten us in this space, we want to work on embracing and integrating our diverse skills and focusing on continually improving our skills and applying them versus, kind of just putting them on the shelf and thinking I'm going to come back and get them later. And so I have a couple skills, things around particularly music that I haven't necessarily explored in depth and I haven't been doing recently, which I would love to get back to. So there are some things I'm going to be doing. I can even use that to this channel. I have an idea of doing promotional videos, music videos around human design and just wisdom in general, something different than what is typically done for this space. And so by me exploring those different ideas, it allows me to take those skills that I may not necessarily be using per se and apply them to a new area. So in human design, this is located in the throat chakra, and this influences the expression and the skills of adaptability. And it also connects to the spleen or goes down towards the spleen and highlights the importance of refining our skills and becoming masters at our skills. And mastery doesn't happen overnight, right? Mastery takes time. It takes the willingness to study something or go in depth on it over time, come back to it, reflect on it before you can become a master at anything. In human design, this is part of the logical sharing circuit, which emphasizes practical skills and applications for the benefit of the collective. So using those skills to help the community, to help society, to help outside of just ourselves and our local tribe, and helping us understand more of how we can use our skills to benefit others in our lives. And the energy of this gate is projected, so it's important that we hold back on giving this energy to others until it's asked. Not everyone wants to be involved in the energy of the week, or in this case, not everyone wants to hear our ideas or what we've been working on. So it's important that we wait till we are invited to share, or we may feel rejection, or we may feel like no one really cares about what we got going on, which may be true. So make sure that you're waiting for the invitation with this energy. And it also requires us to be sensitive to timing and when we're sharing this energy. So the gates for the last few weeks have all been in the throat chakra, and so it's really important for us to wait to be recognized before sharing this energy from the throat, so we don't feel like we're being ignored. All right, so when we activate this energy, we're going to be excited about mastering whatever it is, no matter how long it takes. We'll have the inner resolve to continue on our path, even when others may not necessarily see where we're going. A good example of this is me and this channel. I've done these videos consistently for the past 2 months, and something that I'm maybe not a master at yet, but I will be continuing to do these every week, and so I will eventually become a master And it's not something I can do overnight. I can't just go study human design tomorrow, go study I Ching tomorrow and become a master. It's gonna take time. And it's gonna take time over time, right? I can't just put in 12 hours tomorrow and expect to be a master. It's something I'm gonna have to continually work at and do every day to reach that level of mastery. You may feel as if you're overwhelmed when focusing on this energy this week, or scattered, or you just don't feel like you can really get down and master something. You're struggling with focus. So that means that we're in the shadow of this energy this week, and obviously that's not necessarily where we want to be. And we also run into the risk of feeling inadequate, or shut out, or shutting parts off of our life that are important for us to explore, areas that may have potential for us, but we just feel because of whatever else is going on, we can't focus on that and don't have time. So definitely feeling that energy this week, feeling like I don't have time to focus on some other things. I don't know, out of the past couple of weeks, I kind of feel like things have kind of piled up, per se, in my life. So I've had to look at my different resources. I have had to look at my different skills and abilities, and really come to, I want to say a decision, but just really be okay with the fact that there's a bunch of different things that I like to do. I like to do these videos. I like to play tennis, play sports. I love hanging out with my son in the morning, hanging out with my friends, talking about human design, but I also love video games, tinkering around with technology, having thoughtful discussions with my wife and my family. So there are a lot of different things that I like to do that could have potential for me in my life, that I could use in different areas. So I just have to be okay with the fact that things may not move as quote unquote fast as I desire, but things are moving. I'm making progress in these different areas that I want to. And so for us to get over out of the shadow, get into the enlightened, into the light for this energy, we need to transmute and start feeling the overwhelm, and move from feeling the overwhelm, so acknowledging it, and then moving towards a place where we can loosen those scattered thoughts and really focus on how we can actually apply our skills and our talents, and how can we be more versatile in how we're going to apply those skills. And we got to avoid spreading ourselves too thin. That is definitely an energy I'm feeling as well, with these different projects I want to work on, plus family life, plus just being me and doing the things that I enjoy, is not spreading myself too thin, and making sure that I prioritize my health. I got to get back to playing more tennis, working out a little bit more, something that's definitely been deprioritized recently, because for me, working out and being active is something that nourishes my soul. And so we want to make sure that we're staying in alignment with ourselves for this energy. We also want to work on strengthening our resources, our resourcefulness, and celebrating our ability to master different tasks, regardless of how minute or how others may feel about those skills. It's really all about ourselves and how we want to manifest those different skills moving forward. And focusing on continuously improving ourselves, improving the skills we have, gaining new skills, and working to achieve mastery. So how do we go about and activate this energy for ourselves this week? We're going to do our regular practice, or develop a regular practice of refinement of our skills, to make sure that we're, one, getting a chance to keep focusing on them, to keep improving on them, and also so we just don't forget about them, right? A lot of times we do have skills, things that people may see in us, which would be the personality side of human design, things that people see that we can do, but we may not just be ready to acknowledge, right? I have those skills. I've been told that I have bars, but I really just like to freestyle with my friends and, have fun. Not something I've necessarily looked to apply in other areas. So that's something I'm going to be exploring here soon. And it's also important for us to explore new interests or explore something that we may have been against exploring, because we thought it was unimportant, or other people said we should focus on this versus that. You're wasting your time. If these are things you've heard before, this is the week where you kind of shun those voices and take a look at your new interests, and see what skills you have already that can help you in these new areas. And this is going to help us to be more flexible and going to help us with that enthusiasm, right? We're talking about things being new, being excited. It's very important to be enthusiastic about the things you're doing, because the energy you bring to it is going to be the energy that you get out of your activity. And if you're not enthused about it, if it's not something you're excited about, that energy is going to return to you. Definitely learned that in the past on past projects. And I've had to learn over the past few weeks that if something isn't exciting me, it's okay, right? You make agreements, you make contracts, but contracts are also meant to be broken. Agreements do come to an end, right? So it's important for us to remember that enthusiasm, joy, excitement, these are the things that can sustain us over the long term. And we can use affirmations to boost our self-confidence and recognize our talents, recognize the skills that we have, and the affirmations will help us tap into those and determine which ones we want to strengthen by getting a good feeling from the affirmations or not. The affirmations may not be for us, and we'll learn through stating them, what areas are for us, what skills we want to cultivate, and which skills may not be the ones that are for us at the moment. So other ways to support ourselves this week is, if you're in any communities or any groups, use those to celebrate different skills, celebrate your versatility, join other groups, seek out mentorship that can help you with mastery in different areas, and look at integrating your skills into these new groups to see where you can be of help, to be where you can be someone who can contribute to that community in mastering your skills and helping others with those skills as well, and helping others integrate them into their life as well. And so that can help us reach whatever goals that we may have. So yeah, this week, definitely feeling the energy of versatility, looking at the different ways I can take the skills that I have and apply them in different areas to different projects, and making sure I'm excited about it. I was looking at a number of projects last week and just feeling was a big no. My sacral was definitely like, this is not it. These are not it. These are not the projects for you. And so this week, I'm going back and looking at the skills I have. As I mentioned, I totally forgot about a whole group of skills around AI and using ChatGPT that are very in demand for projects right now. And so I got to go back and make some updates to my CV, my resume, to my profiles to incorporate some of those skills that I had been, kind of ignoring for the last week. So to wrap up this week, the energy is all about versatility, embracing and mastering a variety of skills, and allowing for us to be flexible in how we apply those skills. And this gate encourages us to continuously improve ourselves, to be adaptive, be enthusiastic when applying our talents. And by honing these skills and sharing them with the collective, we can master and inspire others to be more resourceful and to work on their adaptability as well. All right. I think that is it for today. Like I said, it is another scorcher down here in Florida. I had a chance to hang out with some family and friends this weekend. And so hopefully you are having a great day, and I wish you a great week. Happy holiday. And as always, have a great day.